want it to be too crowded.
Yes, but my question, see, is like, we're getting on here asking questions, and our questions are not being answered. It's
Let,
going
let me
off
let me
of.
let me let me finish. I'm answering your question now. Okay, so because I'm not upset. Okay, so Latrice was going to get me some Gucci floral or whatever you call it. I said, Treese, I appreciate it. I know that stuff is expensive. I said, I appreciate your gift because it was my birthday and Christmas all in once. I said, I tell you what, please, Akima needs a laptop. Don't give me the gift. Give my gift to Kima. Get her a laptop. I finally got Latrice to agree to it after much conversation. She said, okay, get her address. And I did. So when I asked, I kept checking with Treese to see when the laptop was going to Akima. She said, I never sent it. I was like, girl, come on now, Treese. I said, I tell you what, let me handle it. I'll handle it all through Walmart and have it delivered to her door. She said, no, go ahead. Ask her for the address. I will make sure she gets it. I said, Treese, please make sure this girl gets this laptop. Boom, boom, boom. That's why I called Kima.
But wait a minute, you just said that she asked you to get the lap.
Right.
She told you to. You just I'm
No, no, no.
confused.
Listen what I said. I told Treese I would handle it on my end. Treese said, no, get me Kima's address and I will send it.
Okay, let me before you get started. Okay, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be funny. There's a lot of people that want to come up here. I want to give everybody equal chance. Kima's here. The real deal with D is here. Fee's in the background. Sharita's in the background, quiet, so they don't really have too much to say. So what I'm saying to Bless Love, if you have another question, ask your question because I want to drop you down and bring someone up. That's all I meant.
No, no. I mean, I don't even know why I came up here with this question because it never got answered. But
I
thank you, Brooke.
Well,
understand.
well, well, I don't know what you want. I see. You're gonna have to see one thing about it.
Yeah, I gotta mute your
We
mics.
we have to be respectful to each other, and I'm very respectful to
Oh,
everybody. But
she
I'm
left. Here
not
go
gonna
Kima.
argue or tell you
I'm gonna
something you
let
don't want
her
me to
up
say.
here.
I can't. I can't. You know.
Is Kima here? Yeah, y'all gonna
Yeah,
have to delete
I'm
your
trying to
mics.
drive. That's why
I
I'm
mute.
dropping off. I can't be driving and trying to talk. But she keep me off this thing. Like, India, we need to keep that life for real, dog. You up here sitting here lying like I was begging for laptop. Begging
No,
like,
you
yeah, you
didn't.
have
Y'all
to
gotta
do
mute your
that.
mics.
Kima,
Hold
you
on.
never.
Your chat.
That's Aaron. That's Aaron. Her phone. Kima, you didn't beg
That's
for a
in my
laptop. You didn't
phone.
even know you were getting one. It was a
But don't come
surprise.
up here your late nights. I did call you because I was going through it. So if you saying that I was drunk calling you, yes, I was. But she over there drinking her life away because she missed one. And I did go to Treese. I called Treese that night and I told Treese why she sent that devil demon over. And that was you. She know what she was doing at the end of the day, dog. Don't try to throw me on the bus on this internet shit for real. Excuse my language. Like, you trying to, like, you using your words very good. I peep my third eye is open on your ass for real. That's how I peep that you were full of shit. Like, don't try to throw me on the bus like that for real. You ain't gotta consider my feelings for nothing. I don't love you, bitch.
Okay. All right,
I'm
Kima.
finna get off here. I'm finna get
Okay,
off here
thank
because
you,
she making me
Kima.
mad.
See, that's
Bye.
not where we wanted to go. She said what she had to. She said what she said what she had to say to you, and then when you took it, and that's that. Real D is here on the platform. You have something to say, please? Thank you. Can you hear me, Real D?
Hello, Bronx. Yes, I can
Hi.
hear you. Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello, everyone on the panel
Hey,
and the
Miss
chat.
D.
Hi. Thank you for
Hey,
coming up
Miss
here.
Rita, I have a question for India. Do you not feel like you played any part in this,
In which part? Who am I speaking to?
in
The
all
real
of this,
deal.
in the whole,
The real deal with D.
Okay. When you said I played a part in you have to be more a little bit more.
a part in all of this confusion and disruption
Oh
and the
my gosh,
blaming
D.
of
D, I'm gonna
Kima?
be honest with you. And you said that in a nutshell. This is so much confusion right now. And it goes back to when it first began a year ago. I think the part I played is that I didn't play a bigger part than and some of you guys would play. You guys were concerned about and leaning towards Roz, and I still do, and will continue to lean towards Treese. And the part I did play, I did, D. The part I did play was that I supported and will continue to stand behind someone that you guys say has many times turned her back on me. You guys have said it, but my role is that it is a mess. D, you're right. It is a mess. This is so big, it's ridiculous. People are brought into this situation that should never have been. But yes, I did play a part because I did speak up for her. And that's who I decided to speak up for. So when answering your question, yes, I did. Now it growing to this mammoth monster, I had no idea it would go this far. But I will tell you this: I don't regret several weeks ago saying you guys can have it. I'm glad they turned it over to you. Well, allegedly, people say they turned DJ is taking my seat, but honey, I'll never sit in the seat that she's in. I don't do and say the things because I know there's no terrorist group. I know that's ridiculous. So I'm glad that it was given up. So D, to answer your question, I did play a part. I did. And my part is one thing that I meant to do from the beginning and I will remain to do. And that is I am completely supportive of Latrice to the degree that I know that there is a lot of good in her. Do I hate Roz? No. I've never hated Roz. Do I hate Coco Lele? No. Right now, I stand before you telling you I'm darn glad that wherever DJ came from, God knows I'm glad she came. Do I agree with the terrorists? That stupid Roz and them don't even have a knitting group, let alone a darn terrorist group. All that's going to do is cause DJ to get a calendar. And I'm finish saying this. I don't even agree with why she keeps the button on Lele. I'm like, girl, let up. What's the issue? Lele is not even the main component in here. Let's go back to where it is. Why do you keep the button on Lele? And everybody, I've had my differences with Lele, but to ask your question, D, yes, I do agree that I had a part in it because I spoke up. I spoke up for Treese against when I saw Roz and Coco Nose doing what they did to Treese and keeping this on. Here we are a year later. This is ridiculous. But I backed out and said, I'm going to hold my platform on a different standard because I ain't getting in this no more. I'm here today because I respect Bronx. I'm here today because I decided to answer these questions. But yes, I remain the same way. I don't even care who I lose. I've got other platforms that's begging me to be a part of it because they know my personality. I'm not going to go against somebody, whoever I am. Darn, if Roz wasn't doing what she's doing, I had a baseball team. I said the other day, girl, I want you on my team because you're a hard hitter. But I can't go along with her against Treese because I think it should end. So D, to answer your question, yes, I do know I played a part.
It's not going to end.
Okay,
Latrice,
I understand.
Go ahead, D. Go ahead. I'm
sorry. I understand what you're saying, India, but that's not what I was speaking on. I'm talking about the Kima situation. Because first of all, I don't feel like. Yes, first of all, I don't feel like you do a lot of Latrice's work for her, and I'm trying to figure out why do you do her work. You saying to Kima, she wasn't your cup of tea, but you tried to help her. And you normally charge people for this, but wasn't you asked to do this from Treese? So why do you feel the need that Kima owes you anything?
Oh no, Kima don't owe me anything. Why would Kima owe me anything?
But you said, and I quote, that you normally charge people to do the things you did for Kima, but you were asked to do those things for Kima from Treese.
I don't do those things. I don't teach anyone to. That's not what I do. I teach how to repair credit. I don't teach people to do what I helped Kima with. I did it because I wanted to. Kima don't owe me anything at all. No.
All right, we want to bring someone
the way you
speak, Dynamite. Go ahead.
The way you speak to her and the way you were speaking to her a moment ago, that's why I jumped on here. You were attacking her for the things that you did to her. You pretty much in so many words said you feel like she owes you.
Can I tell you something, D? Because
Dynamite, are you still here? Excuse me.
I'm here, love.
Hi, thank you. Because I want everyone to have an equal chance to speak to India. She's the guest of honor, and we're going to treat her as such. And we are doing fine. I appreciate everyone doing a nice, decent, respectful job. Dynamite. Someone, can you please mute your mic? Dynamite, you here?
Sorry, y'all.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
That's okay. Oh. Go ahead, Dynamite.
Okay, my thing is I have a few points that I want to ask Miss India. First of all, you said that you wanted you want your hands to be clean.
Okay, I'm still here. I'll wait.
However,
just move on, please.
Your hands can't be clean because you got on the phone with Latrice and called her son and pretended to be somebody. So your hands will never be clean. I don't care how you try to backpedal, you're still going to have to own that. And until you own that you were wrong for doing that, there's nothing more that you can say. Secondly, if you were trying to help Kima out, then you should ask Latrice, because if Latrice called you to tell you to help Kima, then that's on you and Latrice. Is that on you and Latrice? Shouldn't Latrice be the one that you should be talking about? See, I think that you're doing a lot of backpedaling. Now you want to be friendly and hee and ha. And I'm just going to keep it real because a lot of your supporters, your followers have left, are going over to that DJ person. Now you want to be friendly. You want to extend the olive branch out. And I think that you just wrong. And until you own up to what your bull crap was, until what you contributed to this whole thing, there's gonna be nothing going on. Everything's gonna stay the same because you contributed a whole lot of bull crap. You did. And even though, okay, I'm gonna let you get to it. And even though Latrice has threw you under the bus several times, you still want to say, well, I'm gonna pat her back and I'm gonna hold on to her hand and I'm gonna be her friend, because she needs a friend. And nobody's saying that she doesn't need a friend. I'm all for her friendship and your friendship. But when she's wrong, tell your friend they're wrong. When you see Latrice doing something wrong, say, sis, look, hey, step back. You're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
that's wrong.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. But don't try to throw a rock and hide your hands, sis, because your hands are dirty. Your hands are bloody. You've been all in this, all up and through here. So don't try to throw no rocks and hide your hand. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you,
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
What's
Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you coming up and speaking. India, I'm going to let you have the floor, and I'm going to politely ask Dynamite to drop down, and I appreciate your question.
Thank you, my love. Throw me out of here. I'm going to push me on out because I think I'm stuck.
No, you're good. Thank you.
Quick question.
Okay.
Are you, Miss India, are you okay? A couple of people in the chat says you're being ambushed. I promise you, I'm not up here ambushing you. I'm not trying to be ambushing you.
Oh no, I appreciate that, sweet. I'm completely okay, and I really
are you because you're doing really good, India. You're not ambushed. Do you feel ambushed?
No, I don't.
Okay,
thank
you.
Thank y'all. Indian, I appreciate you, ladies. I do.
Yes. Just say this a minute ago. I heard Miss India. You said they've been going on for a year. They wouldn't stop. Again, Miss India, I would not make this up, and I would not lie. Trees. She is the one that continued again. She was the one that was continuing to poke at Coco when he was trying to move on. And the thing is, he started reacting after she kept poking. I was around Trees. I was around her. And I witnessed with my own eyes things that she was doing to Coco. I'm just being dead serious honest. And I'm telling you, I was around her. Listen, last year, it's making a year in May because it was around Mother's Day. Let me just drop it. Last year around this time, me and my daughter flew in to go help Chanel Coco at the warehouse. Okay, so when we went to go work and help at the warehouse, Trees and Coco, they were still together. So when I got into this, it wasn't mess that's going on like it is now. It's overboard. But let me just tell you the things that she has done. So now he's reacting because it's a lot of things that she done behind the scenes. And then she did come on the platform and admit to it later on. For one, she used an app and she tapped in onto Coco's phone. She heard a conversation between Coco and his cousin. Okay, so then she went to Coco. They started having an argument because she made it seem like Coco's cousin told her all this stuff, but in reality, every time his phone would ring, her phone would ring, and she would hear his conversation. So when I came down to help with the warehouse, me and my daughter and we were in there helping, and Treese had me to box up 2 bottles of wine, and his cousin a Mother's Day card. Coco was there. They was like, their handwriting was kind of trash, and asked me what I write on the card, asking his cousin for forgiveness. And I said, yeah, I'll write the note, I'm the one that wrapped everything up. His cousin then came on his platform after Coco found out, because Treese admitted to him first before she brought it to the platform that this is what she done. He apologized to his cousin. So it's just like, that's the thing that I'm just saying, y'all, I'm just speaking in general. Y'all don't see the things that she does behind the scenes to attack people. And then when people react, this is who we are. Oh, they used to be Tree's friend. No, this is not how it's going. They don't see what she's doing to people and hurting people behind the scenes. And then when people come and speak on it, it's like, oh, everybody fall out with Tree. So when she lets somebody go, they come for her. She's been attacking people behind the scenes.
Well, the only way I can address that.
Wait, India,
Stranger-
let me cut. I don't like
Tika, you
interrupting you.
buy.
Listen to the chat. Stop saying we're ambushing India. I already, before I even spoke about India, I told you India know how to handle herself very well. She is very intelligent.